Hello and welcome to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla and I would like to thank all my new subscribers for coming to check me out and all my returning subscribers for spending some time with me. Alright everyone, it is Monday, so it is time to work your whips Monday. I am still on a break, but I did want to make sure I put this out for you guys so that you wouldn't, it wouldn't hold you guys up. But what we are working on today is again the top down crochet sweater. And last time I was talking to you guys, I was still working on getting my armhole depth, which is from here to here, but I do have the width across that I need, so I am going to continue to work. I think I said I was going to do 10.5 inches, but I might do 9.5 and try it on and see how that feels. And that is the best thing about top-down sweaters construction, is that you can constantly try it on, and that way you can customize it to your size and get the best fit out of it. So yes, I am definitely going to stop at about 9.5 inches and then try it on, and then if I need to go a little bigger, I'll go a little bigger. But that is what I'm going to be doing so far. Now there was a question about how I am carrying up my yarn, so I'll probably show that. I'll put that in at some point. I might put it in before you guys see me working on this, but I am going to go ahead and start working on it now, and then I'll film the video separately, and then I'll put that in where it seems like a good fit. But I will show you guys how I'm carrying up my yarn, and that way if you decide that you wanted to do a two-color stripe like this, then that should be no problem for you guys, because who wants to weave in all those extra ends, right? Alright everyone, so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly show you how I change, how I carry up my yarn as I'm going along. So I'm on my last stitch, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull that up to do my stitch. And now I'm going to change my yarn first. So here is the other yarn that I'm working with. So I'm going to slip that through just like a regular color change. And now I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook and slip stitch to join my round. So now that I have done that, the next thing I want to do is I want to chain one and turn. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and trap my yarn so that I can carry it up without having to worry about cutting the yarn each round. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that yarn forward that I just finished with, and now I'm going to chain one with my new color. And so now that yarn is trapped right in there. So, you can say I brought it up to the level of the round that I'm working on now. So there's not a big difference in between. So that's what it looks like on the back. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I leave that yarn to the back so it'll be there when I'm ready to work with it on the next round. And so I am doing turn round, so all I'm going to do is just go ahead and turn my round, and then I'm going to go ahead and begin working the next round as normal. Okay, so that is how I carry up my yarn as I am working on this top down crochet sweater. Alright, so that is all I needed to share with you for this. Hopefully that explains it well enough. If not, you can always leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to help. Alright everyone, back to the video. Alright everyone, so hang on in there. This shouldn't take me too long to get to another 1.5 inches to where I need to try this on, and if it is where I need it to be at that point, then I will come back and show you guys how to split for the sleeve. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But I'm going to work this up really quick. So go ahead and grab your whip if you haven't already, or your crochet top if you're working with me, and let's go ahead and get some of that progress done. Alright everyone, here we go. Alright everyone, and I made it back. So I tried it on and I'm able to grab the back piece and the front piece and pinch it together under my arm with enough room to feel comfortable for me. And that is at 9.5 inches for me. So I am ready to split for the sleeves. So let me show you my little picture here. So at first I just had the yoke. That's what we were working on. And now we're getting ready to split for the sleeves. So this part here is actually going to be where the sleeves go. So once we finish working the body down, then we'll come back and add the length on the sleeves. Oops. We'll come back here and add the length on the sleeves, and then they'll go out that way. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to separate the body stitches from the sleeve, from the sleeve stitches, and then we'll work the body in rounds until we get the length that we want. And when you get the length that you want, you can add ribbing if you would like, to give it more of a sweater look, or you can just finish it off with a round of just plain single crochet, however you would like to finish that off. I'll probably have to wait and see what mine look like to decide, but you guys will be along with me, so that's no problem. Just giving you some suggestions, but that is where we're at right now. So if you wanted to write down how many stitches you had across your width to get the length that you need, or I'm sorry, or the width that you needed, or just write down the width. So for me, I would just write down 38 inches, or well, that's what I did around. So I would just write 19 inches, because that's across the that's what it is, the width across the front. And then on the side, on the sleeves, I can write 9.5 inches, because that is what my arm depth was. And then if I decide to go back and make the sweater again, then I know that I did 19 inches for the yoke width, and then I did 9.5 for the armhole depth. And that way I'll remember again if I want to make the sweater again. So that is where we are so far. So let me show you how I'm going to separate for the sleeves. So I did go ahead and leave my stitch markers in here. Oops. Okay. So I still have my stitch markers on the bottom of the sleeve. So where I'm at on, where is my, hold on one second, where's my stitch at? Okay. So what I would probably do is, since my stitch in my round ends up here at the top, what I would probably do is go ahead and finish off my yarn here and cut that off, and then I can continue the sleeves when I'm ready for that. But I want to start down here at the body stitches, so I'm going to start at my corner stitch marker, and then I'm going to work some foundation single crochets across. Now you probably don't need that many because it already fits under your arm, so I'll probably just do between 3 to 5 and see how that goes. And you can always decrease if you feel, well, you could try it on and see how that feels and make sure it's enough room for you. And then when you're working, we'll probably do some decreases anyway, just to get a better fit. So I'm probably gonna just do, I'll probably just do 3 foundation single crochets from this front stitch marker to meet the back, and then that's how I connect it. And then that'll be my new that will be the new point in which I start my rounds. So I can still continue to do turn rounds, or I can continue to go, I could just go around and around, because I'm not going to be increasing. So I think that I think it'll be okay, but I think I might just go ahead and do turn rounds just to keep it nice and straight. So that is what I'm going to be doing right now. I guess I could go ahead and show you guys the foundation stitches. It's not going to be a tutorial, but I'm just going to do them right now before I speed it back up. So let me finish off my stitch. Okay, so where am I? All right, so right here. Okay, so I'm just going to finish that off. I'm going to cut both of my yarn that I'm working with. I got some really tiny scissors. I don't know where I put my other scissors at, but these came in like a little sewing kit from the dollar store, so they do come in handy. But anyway, got the job done. Okay, so now that I have that cut, I'm going to go ahead and reattach my yarn at this corner stitch. So which one am I working with? So I'm going to go with the green. And alright, so right here at this corner stitch, I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my new color or my new yarn to join. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and work 3 foundation single crochets. So let me just go into that stitch and do a single crochet first. And from that stitch, now I'm going to work my 3 foundation single crochets. So I'm just going to go in there. It's the same thing as a foundation double crochet, except for you don't do the yarn over. So that's the only difference. So I think that is that 3 already? I think that's my stitch. Okay. So I just got to do one more. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and connect it. Let me find my right side and my wrong side first. Okay, that's right. Okay, so now that I have my can't see that, my stitches, foundation stitches right there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the bottom 2 loops of the last foundation single crochet that I did, and I'm going to go into the 2 loops of this corner stitch that I'm joining to where my stitch marker is, and then I'm going to slip stitch the yarn through that and through the other one to join them together so it has a nice join to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish off like a single crochet. And so now it's hard to see on my camera, but now it's nice and joined. So that is how I did that there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and continue on in pattern according to my stitch pattern. So I just had to chain 1 and then single crochet. And then I'm just going to keep going in this pattern all the way around until I get to the other side of the other side where my other sleeve is at, and then I'll do the same join. So I'll work 3 foundation stitches on this off of this stitch here, and then I'll join it to this stitch, and then I'll continue working in the round. And then that way these sleeve stitches are going to be separated now from the body stitches, and then I'll just work in the turn rounds to complete the body stitches down until I get the length that I need. So I'll go ahead and keep working on that. I'm pretty sure you guys got the gist of that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working on that. And then I think that's probably all the information that I have to share with you guys. Of course, I'll come back at the end and let you know where I ended up at. And if there was any more information, it'll be there at the end. But I'm just going to go ahead and do that, work to this side, do my foundation stitches, and then join it to the other side. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I will see you when I get finished with this session. All right, guys, here we go. All right, everyone. I did want to try it on, and now that I'm seeing it's a little bit extra fabric in here, I am going to be decreasing in here just to smooth that out, and a little bit in the back. So probably on either side of my, hold on, let me take this back off and show you again. So that's why it's important to try it on so you can see how it goes. Also, I'm using thicker yarn than I was, so that might add a little bit more width too. So usually when you do a top down, you do have to do some decreases, but I might have to do a few more than I expected because it is quite a bit more extra fabric. So so here is my corner stitch marker that I had that I was originally doing my increases in. So right before I get to that stitch marker, I'll probably decrease there, and then on the other side of that stitch marker, I'll probably decrease there. And I'm not for sure how many, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm not for sure how many I'm going to do. I'll probably do a couple rounds like that and maybe see how that fits, and then if I feel like I need to do more, then I might do more. I think I might do 2 decreases. So let me see, that'll be 2 14. So I'll probably be decreasing 8 stitches each round for the next 2 rounds, and then I'll try it on again and see how that fits. It's yeah, that's really what you want to do, is just keep trying it on. Good thing about crocheting is that you don't have to put it on waste yarn because your stitches aren't live. So all you have to do is just make sure you pull your yarn with a nice long loop so you don't lose your stitch. You could even put a stitch marker in there just to make sure it doesn't come out. But I just usually pull mine really long and then try it on like that. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to decrease about 8 stitches for the next 2 rounds, and then try it on again and see how that fits. All right. So depending on how long that takes me, I might stop again, or I might be at the end of my session by the time I get that done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep working on that, and I'll meet you guys back when I get that done. All right, here we go. Alright, everyone, and I made it back. So I did the two the two decreased rounds. I decreased 8 stitches each round, and I really like how that fits. So I still have a little bit of room, but that's great because I don't like my items like super tight on me. So I really like how the fit is coming out so far. So all I'm going to be doing now, so you can see where I had to join that right here. So all I'm going to be doing now is continuing to work those stitches in the turn rounds until I get the length that I desire, and then possibly I'll add on some ribbing or something like that, and that will be it for the body. When I get to the sleeves, I'll come back and let you guys know in another video. Well, I'll continue to work on it like this with you guys. So I'll be coming back next week. I'll be working on the body portion of it, and I'll get as much done as I can on that until I get to the length, and then possibly the following week is when I'll probably start on the construction for the sleeves. So it's coming along very nicely, and I should have a completed sweater in a couple more weeks, and if you were working with me, you should too. But I really do like how it's coming out. The new two colors that I have are making a pattern of their own, so that's pretty nice. I like how that's working up. But yes, I'm enjoying this sweater very, very much. It's my first scrappy sweater, and I think it's coming out really, really nice. And I'm excited to continue to work on this and get it wrapped up. But that is pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys today. So we ended up splitting for the sleeves, and then we joined the body stitches, and we decreased I decreased 8 stitches for 2 rounds on my body stitches. Now it all depends on how much you think. If you think you only need to do a little bit, maybe do 1 round of 1 stitch per where your stitch marker is. So it will be 4 stitches per round is what I'm trying to say. So maybe if you only need to decrease a little bit, just try 4 stitches per round. If you think you need to decrease a little bit more, then go ahead and try the 8 stitches for 1 round. And if that was enough, then you don't have to do a second round. But if you think so, then go ahead and do a second round. But you can totally adjust it to however you need. The best way to figure out what you need is try it on. So I am really enjoying this. I hope you guys are too. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below or a question if you have one. I am still on a break, but I'll do my best to get to you guys questions if you have any. And that's pretty much it. So I will see you all on Saturday the 14th to do the prize giveaway for the challenge make along for my hashtag make scrap yarn challenge make along that I was doing. And I will see you all then. I might have a video or two before then. Even though I'm on break, but it's okay. Alright everyone, that's pretty much all I had to share with you guys today. Did I say give this video a thumbs up? Please give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.